Welcome to Pop Flashback. I'm your host, Rick Smalls. Tina Boucher is on assignment, nursing a pig back to life naturally. But today, we're going to be looking into something pretty wild. From the early days of Saturday Night Live, the SNL underwear rule. Okay, so picture this. It's the 70s Studio 8H is buzzing with that live show energy. You know the cast is minutes from going live. And backstage is pure chaos. Costume changes are happening like lightning speed. Makeup is flying. Last-minute rehearsals are all overlapping. But amidst all this mayhem, there was one rule that kept things, well, decent. A rule that, frankly, you wouldn't expect from a show known for pushing the envelope. The infamous underwear rule. Yep, there was an actual handwritten note posted outside Studio 8H. And it wasn't a reminder to be funny or break a leg or anything like that. It was an underwear mandate. On official NBC stationery, no less. It straight up declared must-wear underwear on Saturday.
Right.
And just to hammer it home, it ended with a double underlined, "This means you." Now I know what you're thinking. An underwear rule on SNL, the show that gave us streakers and cone heads and all sorts of outlandish characters. It's pretty hilarious, right?
But here's where it gets really interesting. This rule wasn't about being prudish or censoring the cast. It was born out of pure necessity, thanks to the genius of SNL's costume designer, Franne Lee. You know, Franne was the creative force behind so many iconic looks. The cone heads, the Blues Brothers, those wild and crazy suits. She wasn't just designing costumes, she was crafting comedy. But her job went way beyond just creating those unforgettable looks. She was also the master of logistics backstage, making sure all those rapid-fire costume changes, with layers upon layers of clothing and velcro galore, happened without a hitch. But there was one hitch she couldn't ignore. Some of the male cast members just weren't wearing underwear, and that's how the underwear rule was born. Think about it. Live TV split-second costume changes, layers of clothing sometimes just held together by velcro, and no underwear. It's a recipe for disaster. Franne was basically a hero, saving the show from some potentially X-rated wardrobe malfunctions. And let's be real, this wasn't some abstract theoretical problem. There were awkward moments, close calls, probably more than a few red faces during those frantic backstage changes. But Franne Lee wasn't just about laying down the law. She was practical, resourceful, and always ready with a solution. Not only did she post the notice, but she also kept a stash of jockey shorts backstage, just in case anyone forgot, or needed a little extra support, shall we say. Now you must be wondering, who was the main offender? Who was causing all this underwear drama? Well, let's just say it rhymes with John Belushi, the king of chaotic energy, unpredictable antics. Apparently had a habit of going commando. Can you imagine the stagehands trying to wrangle him into a samurai costume or a bee suit? With, well, nothing underneath. Must have been a sight. But Franne Lee, being the classy lady she was, didn't name and shame. She kept the notice general, sparing everyone's blushes and making sure everyone got the message loud and clear. It's almost poetic, isn't it? This show, known for pushing boundaries and breaking the rules, needed a rule about the most basic of garments to keep things from falling apart. So tell me this. Can you imagine working on a show like SNL and having to enforce an underwear rule? Share your thoughts in the comments.
And it really makes you appreciate, like the unsung heroes behind the scenes, doesn't it? The people who keep things running smoothly, anticipate problems before they even happen, find creative solutions to underwear dilemmas. Franne Lee was one of those heroes. She wasn't just a costume designer. She was a problem solver, a diplomat, and a guardian of decency. And her legacy, much like a good pair of underwear, provides that essential support that allows the stars to shine. Think about it. Without Franne's quick thinking and that simple underwear rule, who knows what kind of chaotic and potentially scandalous moments might have happened live on air. So next time you're watching SNL, laughing at those outrageous sketches and admiring the costumes, spare a thought for Franne Lee and her legendary underwear rule. It's a reminder that even in the world of comedy, sometimes you need a little structure, a little bit of behind-the-scenes magic to keep things from, well, going completely off the rails. Thanks for listening. Remember to like and subscribe so you can get our next episode, Smalls Out.